All right, all right, all right. Streaming. Gotta check everything, make sure everything is okay. Right? Looks like the channel is receiving content, which is always a great thing. We're gonna give it a few minutes before we start. It is 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Awesome. The channel is stating that it is receiving content, which is awesome. It is now stating that it is live, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me do another thing real quick. And we will get the show going today. And give me a few. All right, guys. Quick couple modifications. I just want to make sure everything is working. Before we start the show. Come on. All right, looks like we got 2 people so far. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we are almost there. All right, all right, all right. So let's start the show, guys. Yeah. What can I say? I know I missed last week's show. Last week's show had, we had to do this episode 18. I wasn't able to do episode 18 because of the following. I was not feeling well. I was pretty sick. So I took some time off. I rested. And I'm here. I am back doing my thing. I want to make sure everything is up and running for you guys. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me. If you guys are not able to hear me, most likely you will let me know, because that's what you guys do. Awesome. All right, so the agenda is at the bottom of the video in the description. And we're doing just a really basic today. Really basic. We're creating a folder, setting permissions. We're configuring GPO, group policy object, and we're also testing it out within a Windows 10 and also a Windows 7 machine, which is awesome. We have 6 individuals. If you have the power to leave a comment, leave it on the chat. Let me know who you are. Say hi. Also, let me know where you're from. I always want to know how far this this live stream goes to. And let's just stop talking, and we're gonna get to the show. We're just gonna start. So the notes are within the description, so you can click on the link. I'm also gonna place the link within the chat so you guys could download it. It is a PDF. I think, yeah, PDF. And the PDF is just the PowerPoint that I'm going to go over. So let's go switch over to scene 2. Awesome. And we're going to just put this full screen. Beautiful. So today what we're doing is Windows folder redirection, which is super simple. And the first thing that we need to do is create a folder. Super easy to create a folder. You're going to right click within your partition, or within your server. The way that I built my server was I created 2 partitions. My C drive, we have to have a C drive because that's where our operating system is located. And my D drive, I have 2 partitions, which I created a mirror using REFS partition. And I do it that way. Most likely for you, you have a partition with a RAID 5 or a RAID 10 system, partition system within your infrastructure. But for me, because I'm doing everything within my lab, I kept it real small. So my D drive is 2 hard drives, 2 virtual hard drives. I combine them into 1 hard drive as a mirror, and I partition it using REFS. Okay. You could do NTFS too. So within the partition, I created a folder. So you're gonna right click, go to new folder. Again, this is super basic stuff today, but this is stuff that we use every day within our work environment. The folder that I created, I called it user. Right? You could call it whatever you want. For me, because we're redirecting our users folders, it makes sense to call it user. So the folder, what you want to do is you want to right click on it. You're going to go to properties, and within properties, you're going to get all this goodness. Within the properties, you want to go inside sharing tab, and within the sharing tab, you want to click on advanced sharing. Now you're gonna check this guy right here. I'm gonna zoom in. You want to check share this folder, and once you do that, you're gonna get this right here. So you could call the share name whatever you want. I kept it nice and consistent, basic. I called it users. That's the name of the folder, users, and I put a $sign. Now, if you don't know what a $sign stands for, $sign is going to hide the folder. So if someone gets kind of curious and they try to navigate to the folder, into the server, they won't see the folder being shared because it's hidden. The only way that you could do it is if you do the entire UNC path and just make sure you put users $sign to view it. And plus you also have to have the permissions to view that folder. Okay. Once you do that, we want to click on permissions, and we need to set the permissions. Now, by default, when you share it out, you're going to have the group and username of everyone. And you're also going to have by default read allow. What you want to do is check full control, which allows you to do full control, change, and read. Now, you don't want everyone to have full control to this folder, but again, we are going to be configuring the permissions pretty soon for this, so don't worry. We're going to apply, okay it, and next thing that we need to do is go inside security. Now, within security, we're going to click on the advanced button. Within the advanced button, you can see all the goodies. This is where you basically see all the permissions that the partition where the folder is located already provided that folder permissions, right? Weird, right? What you want to do is click on disable inheritance. You're going to get this dialog box, and the first option that's chosen for us is convert inherited permissions into explicit permissions on this object. This is the one that you want to do, so click on that, and voila. Nothing much. Maybe 1 or 2 things have changed, but I don't know if you probably caught it. Like right here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. And now once we do the convert inherited, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 permissions. So one of them was removed. Next thing that we want to do is you want to click, I'm going to go back. You want to click on add. And once you click on add, you're going to get this. So permissions entry for user. You want to select the principal. Now, the principal that you're going to select is everyone. This is where we're going to actually give the everyone certain permissions. So you find everyone or type everyone and just check the name. If everything goes well, it's going to get underlined, which is great. You're going to press OK. And you're also going to apply the following. You're going to click on apply. These are all the settings that you have within the apply. Now, for everyone, we only want to pick this folder only. Okay. We want to click on show advanced permissions, and you're going to get more options. Now, the only one that you want to remove and add as well is you want to remove read extended attributes, which that's the one that's default. These are all default checked off by default, right? Automatically. The one that you want to check off is read extended attributes, and then check off create folders and apprehend data. And then you want to press OK. Then once you do that, right here, you're going to see that you have two usernames. You got user, which gives the access of read and execute, and then you have one special. You have to remove both of them. So what you're going to do is select both of them individually and just click on the remove, and then you should only have the parts. You should only have 4 users. One would be the admin, which the local admin of the server, system, creative owner, and everyone. Okay, you want to apply it, okay it, and then you're good to go. Now, you already created the folder, you gave the folder name, you shared it out, you hit it, and you already modified the permissions. So you're done. Not yet. You still need to distribute this to your users on the floor. So how would you do that? Well, one way is to go to each machine and right click and then do the location path and then just go and then go whack whack and do it that way. Well, you don't want to do that way. You want to do it the smart way, and the smart way is create a group policy. So within your infrastructure, make sure you open up your group policy management, and within your group policy management, you can either right click on the node that you want to implement this group policy into, and the node has to be users, because this particular GPO is hitting users accounts, not the computer configuration, okay? User configuration. So I like to do is create all my group policies within the group policy object first, do the modifications, and then go inside the particular organization unit or OU, right click on it, and then link it. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. So for me, again, I like to go inside the group policy object. I right click, you're going to click on new. You're going to get a nice little dialog box, and the dialog box is going to want you to name it. Self-explanatory. You want to make these names super simple that the next person that's taking over the group policy management stuff, automatically when they read it, they know what it is. Like, for example, SQL ports for SCCM. Okay, those are ports that are going to open up for SCCM, right? Stuff that makes sense. So I called it folder redirect policy, right? Super easy. You're going to click OK on that and right click on it and then do edits. Now within the edit, you want to go inside user configuration. Again, this particular redirect, folder redirection, is done within the user environment. Okay, so when a individual logs into the computer for the first time, or when the group policy hits the machine, the policy is going to hit the machine when the user is logging in. Okay, what you're going to do is from your user configuration, you want to go to policies, and policies, open up Windows settings, and right there within Windows settings, folder redirection. And look at all these folders that you have to redirect. How awesome is that? You have app data, desktop, start menu, documents, picture, music, videos, favorites, contacts, downloads, links, searches, save games. How awesome is that? Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can get a better look. Now, I can't really tell you like, okay, this is what you have to do. This is gonna work for your environment. I can't really give you that. I can't really give you that advice because it really depends on your systems. It really depends on how you manage your IT. For me, for my 9-to-5 job, I normally do documents and desktop. And the reason why I do documents and desktop is because those are the two main locations that a lot of my users love to save their data. Even though you tell them not to save any information within your computer, because it's a company computer, it's not a personal computer. If something happens to the computer and you have an important file on your desktop, okay, IT could do a recovery, right? That's great. But what happens if we can't do that recovery? We're pretty screwed, and then they're going to blame IT, right? So the two locations that I love to do folder redirection is the desktop and documents, because those are the default. Downloads, I don't like doing downloads, even though a lot of the users at my job and other client sites, they download important information inside the downloads folder. But again, they're downloading, crap and music and all that stuff. You don't want to download that. And that's just going to be too much to back up and also to sync over your network. You don't want that. So what I did, oopsies, we're going to go there. There you go, do a full screen again. Ooh, okay, cool. So what I did is I picked documents for our video. You're going to right click whatever folder redirection you want. For me, will be documents. Right click on it. You want to go to properties. And within properties, you have this option right here. You got target and you have settings. Those are the only two tabs that you have. Now, the only thing that I did not do within the PowerPoint, which I'm going to show you guys with once we're done with the PowerPoint, is the settings tab has an awesome little feature. And the feature is if the GPO, for some reason, if someone within your IT crew deletes the GPO, you want the stuff to revert back. You want that stuff to go back, right? Because imagine a user, like an important an important user like your CFO or your CEO, he logs in and someone deleted the GPO last night, he logs in, none of his files are there, right? You don't want that. So within the settings, which I'm going to show you guys pretty soon, within the settings, there's an option that you definitely need to check in case something happens to the GPO, that the files are going to be redirected back locally to the machine. Very important. Okay, so from here, you're going to click on the settings tab. You're going to click on this guy right here, and you're going to get multiple options. You have basic, advanced, and not configured, which is the default one, which is chosen. So for us, we're going to do basic, right? Redirect everyone's folder to the same location. Once you pick that option, you have this right here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can get a better look. You have create a folder for each user under the root path. How simple is that? And then you got the root path. Now, the path that you need to enter here is not, not a letter drive. So if you have, okay, I put the users inside a partition, and that partition had a letter, like a drive letter. Do not put the drive letter. You have to put the UMC path, okay? That also means that your DNS within your infrastructure has to work correctly, because if that's not working correctly, name resolution, the DNS is not going to work, because then your computers on the floor won't be able to communicate to that server. I just confused myself. So let's zoom out of here. Okay, from here you want to enter the path. Now the path that I entered would be the name of the server that's housing the users folder. And this is really weird. I should have never done this. This right here is no good. The naming of the naming of the server, that's really bad, but whatever. And it's going to be /users $. You got to make sure you put that $, because it's hidden. And the way that you're going to see everything is going to be the name of the user that logs in and documents whatever it's being, synced over. Cool? Awesome. So next thing that you need to do is hit apply. And once you hit apply, you're going to get this particular warning. If there are any group policy settings related to the folder redirection, I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you guys can see, that do not apply to Windows 2000, Windows 2000 Server, Windows XP, or Windows Server 2003, you will not be able to change any folder redirection settings in this group policy from those operating systems. Now, I'm hoping none of you guys have these Windows Server versions running within your infrastructure. It's a big no-no, okay? Windows Server 2000, XP, Server 2003, they're obsolete. I know most of us might have one or two machines within our infrastructure that are running these legacy operating systems for servers because of legacy applications. Just make sure that they're behind your firewall. They're tight. They're not talking outside of your network, because Microsoft kind of stopped updating them. But for this right here, just click on yes, and once you click on yes, boom, we're good to go. So the next thing that you need to do, depending on how you did your group policy, how you created your group policy, for me, I need to link that group policy to a node. I right-clicked on Windows 10, and this is my mistake right here, because I linked this group policy within a OU that had computer accounts, not user accounts. And I was freaking out. I was like, wait a minute, everything, I did everything right, and I was going back and forth. I was like, what's going on? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? I was going crazy. I went into PowerShell, and then I went to command prompt as admin. I did a GP update force. Nothing was working. I ran reports to see why the group policy wasn't working. The group policy was being seen, but it wasn't being applied. I was just freaking out. And it was just a noob move, and I just placed the group policy within the wrong OU. Just make sure that you put the group policy within an OU that has user accounts, because again, this group policy is for users, is within the user's configuration. So that's my noob story. Once you do that, press OK. Boom. I like to right click on it and just enforce it. A lot of people don't like to do that, but for me, within my lab, I like to just enforce the group policy. And that's it that's it. So we're actually going to see everything work. So before I do that, I want to show you guys that settings tab. So I'm going to right click on this guy right here, and we're going to open it up. We've got a bunch of virtual machines that we are going to be opening up today. And this right here is running my Active Directory, my MDT, and all that stuff. This is the machine that we have been using since the very beginning. Sweet, right? So this is the OU that has all the user accounts. And I'm going to go inside my group policy management. And I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Boom. So YouTube, that's where all the users are at. I got the folder redirect policy. Cool. And from there, let's create a user. I want to create a user with you guys. And let's right click on our YouTube node, go to new, and we're going to go to user. And let's give this user called Flash. You guys already know I love my DC and Marvel people. So let's call that guy Flash. This is a lab environment, so I'm definitely going to do password never expires. Not a good thing to do within your infrastructure. This is a big no-no. I don't recommend you doing this at all. If you are creating a new user that's starting your job, this is an option that you must have. Let them change the password at the next login. Okay. I've seen a couple of clients that kind of check off password never expires. Because you have like CEOs, CFOs, or presidents or vice presidents of your company that don't want to change their password. They just want to keep one password. It's not best practice. I know us IT people need to push that policy to change their password every 3 to 6 months. But sometimes you just have someone that's like right there, like, no, I don't want to change it. No, I want to keep this password. I sign your checks. And you have to go to Active Directory and just check that off. So let's assign this password. Well, let me log in. Let me get into that. Awesome. Awesome. And click next and finish. Beautiful. Let's create one more. We're going to right click again and go to new user. And let's do Joker. Yeah. Joker, next, check that off. So I'm just creating 2 accounts because I have 2 machines added within Active Directory. One is a Windows 7 and one is a Windows 10 machine. Oopsie. Do that again. Put the password, confirm it. Hopefully this is right. Beautiful. All right, so far we created 2 accounts. One Joker, one Flash. Awesome. Within our Active Directory. And let me go back into the group policy because I want to show you guys that settings tab. So we're going to right click on our group policy. We're going to go to edit. And within edit, once it launches, come on, baby. Come on. There you go. Again, we're going to go inside the user configuration node, policies. And within policies, we're going to go to Windows settings. And within Windows settings, I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Folder redirection. Beautiful. We're going to click on documents. And actually, folder redirection, right click on documents, go to properties, and there you go. Now, within the settings tab, this is what I was trying to tell you. So let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can take a look. All right, bam. First things first, by default, policy removal, this is checked off. Leave the folder in a new location when policy is removed. You do not want this. This is a big no-no. Again, in case you have in case you hire a new IT person and they don't really know what they're doing within group policy, and all of a sudden they try to get curious and they hit the delete button, or they delete something by mistake and they delete this, you don't want this. So make sure you go inside the settings tab and you check redirect the folder back to the local user profile location when the policy is removed. This is your safe. This is your being proactive, okay? And within the settings, just grant the user exclusive rights to documents and then move the content of documents to the new location. I think this second option right here, to move the contents of the documents to the new location, is checked off by default. I think grant the user exclusive rights to the documents. This is the one that I enabled, okay? But if you are following this stuff or you're going to be testing it out within your environment, I would definitely like to know, because I can't remember, for the life of me, I can't remember if this option was disabled or I checked it off. If so, come back once the video is live on the channel and leave a comment so I could get a notification. You know, you guys could correct me. But this is the settings that I did within the settings tab within the documents, okay? This is big plus. Make sure you do that. Don't forget that, okay? All right, so let me zoom out. Gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to minimize this guy. Actually, don't minimize that. Let's just close it because I don't need it anymore. That's done. And we are going to go inside our folder redirect server. So this is the test right here. I'm going to close this guy because I don't want you guys to think this is magic. I did magic. Everything worked already, Bernardo. You're fooling us. All right, so this is my new volume. And I know I told you guys I created 2 partitions, but I want to double check if I did it. Yep, 2 hard drives. Awesome. Yeah, I was right. So within here, I created the user folder like we did with the with the PowerPoint, and I tested everything out. And as you guys can see, I'm going to refresh. No magic. Again, so we're going to log in as Joker. We're going to log in as Flash. If everything works well, we should see those 2 folders pop up. All right? So we are going to launch this machine. This is one of my testing machines. Awesome. It's logged in as Batman. And we are going to do switch user for you. And this one right here is another one, which is I'm going to minimize this. Awesome. Cool. All right, so hopefully you guys can see everything. I'm going to try to, let's log into this machine. So I'm going to do guess and a control. And we're going to log in Flash. And we're going to give it the password. And we're going to hit enter. So if the group policy is working, we should automatically see Flash pop up. What? That is awesome. So right now it's preparing the desktop. Again, this is the first time logging into this machine using Flash. And Flash is there. That is awesome. And what I'm going to do on this particular machine is, always do that. It's actually Control-Alt-Inserts for VMware. I always do Control-Alt-Delete. What a noob move. Let's sign out of that. And we have Flash already logging into our Windows 7. And it's already logged in. Awesome. So let's do is a Control-Alt-Insert. Not delete, Bernardo. Let's go to Other. And this guy is going to be the Joker. Oops, spelled Joker wrong. Spelled Joker right. Come on. There we go. Let's log into that. Excellent. Ooh, beautiful. That's logging in. If everything works well, Joker should appear. Sweet. How awesome is that? Everything is working. Nice. All right, so that's going to take a sweet time because that is Joker's first time logging in. And that is okay, Mr. Joker. And if we go inside the folder, PC folder or Windows Explorer or whatever you want to call it, let's go inside Documents, and within Documents, let's right-click and go to Properties, and there goes our redirection. So there's another way to do it too. So I'm going to Start, click on the name Flash. So the way that you know everything is working is that you're going to get that nice little sync symbol right here. So if I right click on it and I go to Properties and I go to Location, bam, it is pointing to our server using group policy. How easy is that? The other way is, if you don't know how to do group policy, is you have to go to each individual machine, right click on it, go to Location, and then type in the path. And I don't think you want to do that. That's a no-no. Okay, so Windows Server looks like it's working. Awesome. And let's see if we are able to create something in it. What? All right, we are able to create something. Nice. Bam. Cool. All right, so let's zoom out of here. Let's check out Windows 10 machine. Windows 10 machine is logged in. So we are going to click on File Explorer. And again, our PC has that nice little sync symbol. Awesome. We're going to right click on it, and we're going to go to Properties, and we're going to go to Location, and it's pointing to our server. That is sweet. How awesome is that? And that's it. We're going to double check and make sure we have permissions in it. We got permissions. Right click. There you go. Nice. Yay, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's it, guys. That is, wow. I was trying to make it nice and sweet for you guys. Let's see if we could go into the chat room. Go inside the chat room with you guys. Say hi to you guys. Read some of the comments. Got Jesse. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? BTNHD. Yup. That's awesome. Hey, Jesse. Hi, James. Hi, LS. Hey, Big R. Hey, Tony. Hi, Jeff. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone that's joining. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the love. I have 11 strong individuals this Saturday, 3 o'clock, which, well, it's actually 3:31. And we're done with the episode. How awesome is that, man? I try to make this one nice and short and sweet and basic, just straight to the basics, because the basics is what keeps us going within our infrastructure. So, man, I don't know. I just want to apologize for you guys for missing last week's live stream. I got a little sick. I'm still feeling a little bit, under the weather, but I really needed to push it for you guys. This episode I had to do it last week, and it's nice and short and sweet for you guys. But next week, I got something good for you guys, and it's a little bit of SCCM. Ooh. So I'm excited about that. I'm happy that I took that Saturday off, because believe it or not, I was sick and I was still working. I was still streaming on Twitch, playing games, but I was still working and coming up with different things to do with you guys. So a couple of things that I have coming up for the server room. One, for the next episode, we're gonna hit it hard with SCCM. I'll probably do maybe the next 2 or 3 episodes SCCM. And if you're wondering what we're going to be doing for SCCM, and it's all about, I'll give you guys a hint. It's all about managing your mobile devices. That's it. That's all I can tell you. Okay? So, if you are interested, hopefully you guys stop by next week for the server room, episode 19, always 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be dealing with SCCM. And the hint for that episode is we are going to be dealing with mobile devices. Ooh. And then I am also working with a little bit of GNS3, which is a little networking, virtualized networking. If you are following me within Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I shout out a picture of me messing around with that program and messing around with Cisco ASA firewall, and also messing around with switches and configuring. So hopefully, if everything goes well, I'm planning to do a server room episode, how to configure that and modify switches and stuff. So I definitely want to get into the switching world with you guys and get into the command prompt, the terminal. Oof, my passion, my love, just typing everything out and making sure everything is working. That's awesome to me. So let's go inside. I got a lot of people right here commenting. Haha, we push, but they will push us out. Until CEO gets we got Big R says, until the CEO gets hacked for not changing his password. This is true. And believe it or not, I've dealt with companies that, the CEO gets hacked, email gets hacked, they change their password, but the only thing they do with their password is add maybe an additional number. You think they changed it to something powerful, but they're just using the same password with maybe 2 or 3 numbers attached to it at the end. That's not a real password. Yeah. So we have Jess. He says, haha, we push, but they will push us out. This is true. That's always going to happen to us. And, all right. Dun, dun, dun. Let's check something out real quick. All right, what else? So, yeah, it's early. It's super early. It's already 3:34. I'm gonna end the episode at 3. Let's say 3:40, which is pretty early. If you guys have any comments or concerns or whatever feedback, leave it at the chat. You guys probably noticed that this episode has been a little different. I have a nice little scrolling thing at the bottom. I have the live chat on the side. Try to give you guys a shout out because I love you guys. I love the support, and I want everyone to see it, especially me, because I never get to see your comments or feedback when you do the live chat. That stuff disappears, and I'm always telling you guys to come back and do it again. And I know you guys have a busy schedule. So the chat is there being recorded. Awesome. At the very bottom, got a nice little ticker thing. I'm trying new things for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So we're going to go back into the comment. And we got Tony. Tony says he's looking forward to the next episode. I'm hoping you are looking forward to the next episode because I'm ready for that episode. It's super exciting. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for the next episode next week, episode 19. Again, the only hint that I could give you is 2 hints. One is going to be SCCM. 2 is all about mobile devices. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. What else? What else? Looks like you guys are talking about a little Citrix. Third-party profile management like AppSense. Ooh, I've actually heard AppSense. How is Big R? How is AppSense for profile management? I've never actually used it before, but I heard good things about it. Is it really that good? Let me know. All right, wait a minute. It's Citrix profile sync in the background. Ooh, sweet. It prevents the profile corruption if you get with Windows profile. I think it comes with Citrix license, so nothing extra to buy. Well, knowing Citrix, everything is a purchase. So I'm gonna question you on that one, Big R, because with Citrix, it's with the same thing with VMware. Everything is money. If you want to get all the goodies like fault tolerance and vMotion and all that stuff, you have to pay for those things. Just why can't we just pay one shot and give us all those options? So, oh, okay, Big R, you used to work on it. Cool. It's based on the UK. Ooh, sweet. Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So we got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And I just wanna thank you guys. We got 2 more minutes. We still got people chatting. Thank you so much. We still have 13 individuals strong watching me as always. Again, I'm going to paste the link again and the notes for today's video or today's show is at that link that I posted on the live chat, and that link is also at the bottom of the video at the description. Just click on it, get that file. It is free of charge. Play around with it, modify it, change it, do whatever you need to do. These are your notes. This is free stuff, so take advantage of the free stuff, right? I work really hard for this PowerPoint, taking pictures and putting it into a PowerPoint. Took me hours. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We got 2 more minutes. It is 3:38. Also, I'm doing it again. I'm trying again. This episode is being streamed to two locations. YouTube, which is the primary location. This is where I want to show my love to you guys. And I'm also streaming to Facebook Live. That is a first for me. I'm super excited. It looks like everything is working. And yeah. All right, so Big R says you can set AppSense to save profiles into a SQL database. Ooh, that's sweet. Nice. And roll back profiles and also replace group policies. Multiple group policies running at the same time, multi-threaded. Ooh, sweet. So my question to you, Big R, what's the price on that? Because to me, it sounds a little bit expensive. I definitely want to take a look at that. But you say it's only for UK. Is it any way for me to test it out here in US? Because if so, you never know, I might have to do a future episode on that application just to test it out. And I could definitely have you tune in, maybe on Skype, Big R, and you can help us out configuring and then learning a little bit about it, you know. We got Tony, said preferences, VMware ESX or VMware Fusion. And what awesome. Oh, much appreciated. Thank you, Tony. Much appreciated, my good man. I appreciate that donation. Again, all the all the donations that you guys provide goes back to the channel. So I appreciate all the love and the power. Thank you, Tony, so much for everything. I do appreciate it. It's expensive? Holy moly. So Big R, okay. So if it's expensive, do they at least have a 30-day trial? Please answer that to me. Please. Please. Do they have at least a 30-day trial? Because if they do have a 30-day trial, I would definitely download it, test it out within the environment, and I would love, no, I said it's an HQ oh, okay. Okay. So, no, I said its headquarters is, oh, okay. So, I'm able to download it and test it out in the U.S. So, that's awesome. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to write that down. Probably I could do a future episode in Big R. I could probably have you Skype in, help us out configuring best practices on it. I'm always willing to learn and share it out to you guys. So, Big R, if you're willing to, you know, share, contact me, or I could contact you. We could get together, collaborate with something, and give our viewers something good, something new. So let me know. And that's it, guys. It is 3:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for all the love and the a lot of talking. All the support. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, stay tuned for episode 19. It is going to be a good one. I'm really excited about this one. And again, the two hints that I'm going to give you for episode 19 is, one, it's going to be dealing with SCCM, and two, is going to be dealing with device management. Mobile devices. So I just gave out a little bit more information on what I'm going to be doing. So it's up to you. If you deal with SCCM, you automatically know what I'm talking about. Awesome for you. If you do know what I'm talking about, please come by the next episode. This is something new. I've been playing around with it within my infrastructure, within my 9 to 5, and I would definitely love to have someone tune in that already has the knowledge of what I'm going to be doing next week. And if you come in, tune in, give me some best practice of what you do in your environment, that's great. But overall, guys, thank you so much. Have a safe Saturday, or enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. All right, so how you stop this thing? All right, so I think the way we stop these things is, I think we're going to do, I'm going to stop that one. And, all right, I'm going to stop it. All right, guys, laters.